All right, here we go. Episode 2, Season 2. We're back with SU Sports Weekly. Connor Shank here, Jake Shank joining me as well, looking into another week of Southern Virginia athletics. We had got a good amount of games this week, and we're thankful for all those who have been following us along the Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you find your content. So feel free to tag your favorite athletes, players, and family members and friends. Join the ride. Looking forward to a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, back again, guys. Thanks for joining us this week. We've got a lot of action this week, 14 games. So let's jump right into those and waste no time.
Yeah, be able to get into it. And then also a shout out to our main sponsor here, G2G Bars. For those interested in getting 15% off your G2G bars, use the code Constant Sports in your checkout. Use that fantastic discount. And thanks again, G2G, for your support. And now back to our sports roundup.
All righty, starting off, women's soccer. They had two games this week. The first game was against Ferrum. They lost 2-0. And their second game was North Carolina Wesleyan, which ended in a tie 0-0. Chloe Miller had four saves to keep NC Wesleyan at zero, with eight shots on goal. So great performance from her, definitely.
Right, and then staying in the soccer world, rather, we had the men's soccer team had a 1-0 win versus Randolph, and the goal was by Jackson Gorange there. And then they had a tie on Saturday against Eastern Mennonite. Shout out the goalie here, same as the women's, keeping the score at 0. Dallin Chapel had 4 saves during that second match.
Yeah, definitely shout out the goalies this weekend. Great performances
Oh
from
yeah.
both. Jumping over to football, they had Maryville this weekend for their home opener. They did lose 54-6, but we did have some standout performances. Tyreek Hall led the team in rushing with 42 yards and a touchdown. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Spike Adams led the team with 13 tackles total. So those two players, even though they had a loss, they performed well.
And Spike Adams, that's about as football name as you're gonna get there. So shout out to his parents
Yeah.
for naming him Spike and getting out there on the football field. Then on to women's volleyball here. They had a tough match against Brevard. Brevard is I think they had 10 or 11 wins on the season, and the Lady Knights took them to I think 5 sets, losing the game or the match rather 2-3. Summer Han led the team in blocks with 5. Gracie Fulton led the team in digs with 28. So shout out to the players there. And then they had a bounce back game against NC Wesleyan, smacking them 3-0, shutting them out there. And the ladies tallied up 55 points, 38 kills, 8 blocks, 33 assists, and 32 digs in that 3-0 win.
Yeah, definitely coming off that loss, they look to bounce back, and they definitely,
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
All right, jumping over to rugby. They played a very tough Army opponent this weekend at home, as well as their home opener. They did lose 51-7, but I mean, next week we're definitely bouncing back. This Army team was very tough for them. We don't have any stats for that, so nothing at this time.
Yep, and then now into women's tennis, as they had some solid performances against Bridgewater, winning that match. Remley Fry, Leah Savage are 2-0 as doubles team. Paul Nelson, Jillian Arnold are also 2-0 in singles on the season. And then Nadia Malamphy also won her singles match. Along there were some other matches. And the Knights singles were 7-5, doubles 4-2. So uh, along with them, a great bounce back win from their opening match last week. So good to see them back in the win column.
Yeah, for sure. Just jumping over to cross country. Nothing this past week, so I think we've got some matches coming up this week, so we'll,
Yep,
we'll
yep,
look at that later in the show.
yep. Yeah, shout out to the cross country team. They got some action coming up. And then men's tennis here, they took out Randolph Macon 7-0 in their sets there. Doubles teams were as followed, and all won. It was Trent McBride, Nate Walton, Jared Pitcher, Chase Rochelle, Trajan Kingston, Jacob Feldman, all getting victories there. So solid performance for the men's tennis team, shutting out Randolph Macon in that match there.
Yeah, for sure. Jumping over to women's field hockey, they had two games this week. They ended up losing both of them. However, it was great to have the home game this week. Great crowd, so I mean, just good to see everybody supporting field hockey.
Yep, for sure. And then just kind of going off that is one of the main core concepts of here, Knights Table Media, is to kind of show off the athletes, give everyone kind of this platform to showcase their talents and things like that for family, friends, and the athletes as well. So great to see the fans showing up and supporting at all the home games and BV out there. And continue on to one of our favorite segments, as many of you voted here this past week. So shout out to all those who voted. We're doing a SVU Players of the Week. And like I said, thanks to the countless votes we received. And if you missed out on the vote, we'll do it probably every Friday or Saturday. So next week, we'll just post a poll. You can comment on the IG story, Twitter, things like that, and just post who you think was the SVU Player of the Week, and then we'll take the results and display them here. So we had Dax Anderson, a freshman from Kaysville, Utah, set the record for the second lowest 36-hole total in school history. So shout out Dax, and he was also awarded the USA South Conference Rookie of the Week from his performance there down there at the golf tournament. And then Jake, do you want to do the women's player?
Yeah, for sure. So just jumping over to the women's player, we hit the tennis courts. It is Nadia Malonfi, a junior from San Pedro, Honduras. She won 6-1 and 6-1 in her singles match. And then jumping over to her doubles, she also won 6-1 with her partner, Sadie Walton. So great appearance on the court there for not only Nadia, but her partner as well. So just congratulations to Nadia for winning Player of the Week.
Yep, shout out. And obviously there's a lot of deserving and awarding players. We had a lot of good things happen, and we're thankful for all those who voted, and looking forward to doing this each week. And these types of segments I think are a lot of fun to showcase the talent.
Yeah, for sure. And we did have a lot of votes this week. Like Connor said before, thanks for everybody for kind of giving input. That being said, just keep doing it. We love to see everybody's requests and everybody's who they think should get the Player of the Week. Just before we wrap up today's show, let's just take a look at the upcoming games this week for the Knights. We'll start off on Monday. We start with men's golf is away at Dickinson, the Fall Invitational. We also have women's golf at Bridgewater, and then men's tennis will be home versus Shenandoah.
Yep, and then whereas that leads us to Tuesday, where we got women's golf away at Bridgewater, women's soccer away at Salem College, women's volleyball away at Mary Baldwin University, women's field hockey is away at Sweetbriar, and then Wednesday, it's a one, it's men's home versus Randolph, so shout out there. And then Thursday, no games. Friday, women's tennis home versus Virginia Wesleyan, cross country's away at Virginia Union University. And Jake, you want to take us home on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday we're jam packed again. Football is away at Greensboro. Should be a good matchup right there. Should definitely look to take home our first victory. Women's volleyball is home versus Methodist. That's a good conference matchup right there. Men's soccer is also in conference play versus Brevard. Field hockey's away versus Lancaster Bible. And then women's soccer will be at home versus a very tough Meredith opponent. So we're looking to have some great victories this week, and so everybody just stay tuned.
Yep, for sure. Like I said, we had 15 games and matches a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and then last week we had 14, so another good amount this week here. And that is going to be the conclusion of this episode 2, season 2 for the Sports Weekly. And thanks for all those who followed and been liking and sharing things. And we hope you enjoyed the show. We're able to get a closer look at the talent that SVU has. And to stay up on all things SVU sports, make sure to follow our social platforms, Knights Table Media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, etc. And we have a weekly newsletter we send out for all those who have subscribed that breaks down similar topics we talk about on the show and whatnot. And yeah, make sure to share, support, like, subscribe, etc. All that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next Monday. And Jake, you got anything for the fans?
Yeah, just again, thanks everybody for the support. It's great to cover all these great athletes and show all this talent to everybody around. And we're here to help everybody stay tuned. So just like you said, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything, follow along. So we'll catch you guys next week. Take care.
Yep, see you guys.